It's Manchu. Welcome back to Minecraft Bedrock as a Java, where I play through both versions of the game and compare them. I am back in the Bedrock Edition world, and in the first video where I created these worlds and I made the Java Edition world using the same seed as the Bedrock Edition world, and I started exploring, I found, as you can see my coordinates, pretty close to world spawn, this. And I think this might be a good place to set up my permanent home, make a home base here. Move in and settle into the place. But before I do that, I'm going to have to evict the current occupants, including that guy you can see over my right shoulder. So I guess there's nothing to it but to begin to clear this place out. Normally, I would be much better equipped. I'd have, like, full netherite armor to deal with this raiding a Woodland mansion. But usually I find it much later in the game. The last Woodland mansion I raided was in my Skyblock Java Edition world, and, well, that was a nightmare. So many mobs, it was just overwhelming. But there's a few differences here that should make it easier. You get less mobs spawning in Bedrock Edition anyway. Wow, 2 golden apples. I'll take it. So there's less mob spawning in Bedrock Edition in general. So I might run into less overwhelming numbers. In addition, that was in the previous version of Minecraft, not the 1.18 version. So Woodland mansions tend to be dimly lit. So dimly lit, in fact, that mobs can spawn all over the place. At least that's the way it used to be. But now, mobs need a light level of 0 to spawn. Not just, less than 7. So dimly lit places in the Woodland Mansion are still going to be lit well enough to prevent mobs to spawn. In other words, I'm not going to have to spam as many torches around the place to keep mobs from spawning. And there'll be less places where mobs can spawn. So that will help. But there's still places that are, like, unlit, like this. Hi, zombie. You seem to be stuck in the water. I'll take care of it for you. There. I fixed it. I'm just going to try to clear this place out to start with. And later, when it's cleared out, I'll figure out what the heck I'm going to do with it. I'll tear down a wall over here. Put the kitchen here. Expand the bathroom. There's definitely going to be some interior decorating and remodeling going on. But for now, I just got to spam torches and clear the place. Oh, look at all the mushrooms. This is an interesting difference between Bedrock Edition and Java Edition that I discovered. In Java Edition, you cannot plant mushrooms on just any dirt blocks. It has to be, like, puzzle or... what's the other stuff? The stuff that grows in mushroom fields. There's only particular types of surfaces that you can plant mushrooms on. In Bedrock Edition, you can plant them on regular dirt as long as it's dark enough. Beginning to think there might be a secret room hidden back there somewhere. Yep, looks like it. I just noticed that looks like a dark oak tree. But it's not a 2x2. Unusual. Alright. I gotta cut a hole in here. Looks like another secret room. I never really understood this. I have seen these before. Leather cap with efficiency. Efficiency is something on a tool. So, I don't know what efficiency on a cap does. I have no idea. I have to do some research on that one. There's a lovely little statue. That's probably going to have to get knocked down. I guess I should point out, there's a bunch of statues like this, different kinds made of wool. This particular one should have a brain of lapis, like a lapis block. I'm gonna dig into here. There. The Lapse block. Well, I guess the first floor is secure, more or less. Looks dark up here. Yeah, I'll have to add a link in the description to the video where I rated a Woodland mansion in Java Edition Skyblock. This is, like, empty. In the Java Edition Skyblock Woodland mansion, oh my gosh, it was just swarming with mobs. This is empty. There's nothing here. I do expect to find a few Vindicators and an Evoker or two. Somewhere. I've been hearing them, you know, grunting and stuff around here. Yeah, I hear them. I see some of them. Oh, shoot. He saw me. Oh, that's bad. It's gonna summon Vexes, and I'm not sure how to get to them, and there's people around to protect him. See if I can get rid of these Vindicators. I see him. Ow, okay, I'm in trouble. Let's back off for a second. That Evoker doesn't seem to want to summon Vexes to me, though. And I can't complain. That's not a bad thing. Oh, he shot at me. Why can't I see him? I have you now! Oh, there's another one. Oh, dear. There's 3 of them! Look at them all. They're right in there. They're all in there. I gotta get out. There were 3 Evokers in there. And who knows how many Vindicators. They're all boxed in that one little area. Oh, I hear a Vex. Oh, those Vexes are gonna give me trouble. I'm in trouble. I'll just sit tight here for a while and heal. They're all there. That's ridiculous. They're all in that one little spot. This is rough because they're all protecting each other. And they summoned more Vexes. Of course they did. Killing them off one by one, but there's so many. All in that one little room. Ow. Well, that's not terribly surprising. That's annoying. Stop blocking me! Oh, I think I finally got them all. No, I didn't. Now I got them all. Oh, man. There were 4 Evokers all in here. It's no wonder I got my butt kicked so many times from the Vexes it kept summoning. 4. Because I have 4 Totems of Undying now. Oh, hi. You seem to be stuck. Let me unstick you. You're welcome. Looks like the second story is cleared out. Now the top floor. Another evoker. What am I doing for arrows? I have a few left, but not many. Oh! Hi there! Stop! Ah! Oh! Haha, you didn't get me. I think there's more than one skeleton here. Where's the other one? There you are. Sneaky. I do believe I've run out of torches. Whoa! A diamond chest plate, thank you very much. Yeah. Woo, sweet. Plus another gapple. Good stuff. There's a little loft up here. This 13, I'm pretty sure I had that. I don't have an enchanted gapple, though. Sweet! Well, that's another room that I'm not familiar with. Huh. There's that. That may or may not actually lead to anything. But it might. I hate cutting holes in the wall. On the other hand... there was something in here, alright. Another enchanted gapple? A diamond holy crap! Am I just... Is it because it's so early in the game and I don't have a lot of good loot, so the Woodland Mansion appears to have better stuff than I'm used to? Normally when I raid a Woodland Mansion, it's late in the game. I have, like, full netherite gear. I have elytra. I have all the best enchantments on all my stuff, so stuff I find in the Woodland Mansion is like, not a big deal. But even so, I think the stuff I'm finding is extraordinary. Alright, I gotta cut a hole into the roof. Need roof access. This corner is not well lit enough from that single torch. So I do need, like, more torches, but not many more. It's gonna take some getting used to know how many torches I need to actually prevent mob spawning. But it's quiet in here now. Not a lot of torches, but I think that's probably good enough to light up the roof. And I think I've cleared out the Woodland Mansion. Let's see what I gained from this place. Alright, so this is what I got clearing out this Woodland Mansion, and I gotta say, I think it's pretty good. By any standards, it's pretty good stuff. There was not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 evokers in this Woodland Mansion. 4 of them in one room. That was exciting. 3 golden apples and 2 enchanted golden apples. Holy crap. You know how rare those things are? This leather cap with efficiency 1, which I'm not sure what to make of that. Maybe I could wear it when I'm mining it. Like, I could mine more efficiently. I'm not sure, because that's not something you normally find on armor. So it's kind of weird to me. A diamond chestplate and a diamond hole. Holy crap. That's amazing stuff. This enchanted book isn't that great. Fire aspect 1, yay. That is some impressive loot to find this early in the game. I'm pretty happy about that. But now I have this big old mansion to myself. I have to figure out what to do with it. I want to make it my home. I want to set up all the amenities that I'm going to need inside this mansion. Just have to figure out where things are going and what I need to go where. Alright, well anyway, I've moved all my stuff at least. And stored it In this foyer area here, I have a lot of chests full of stuff. You notice also I put up a bunch of armor stands, and looks like one of my armor stands got broken. I don't know where the actual armor stand went. But that's another interesting thing about a difference between Bedrock Edition and Java Edition. These armor stands in Bedrock Edition, by default, they have arms, and they can hold tools and weapons in their arms. They also have the ability to be posed in different poses, which you can't do in Java Edition. Which I think is pretty cool. I should also point out, I kind of covered it up here. It's unfortunate because I was going to try and show off this smelter that I made. It's not like a huge, large-scale smelter, but for most purposes, it'll do everything I need it to do. I have a couple furnaces here with 2 hoppers feeding into the side. That's where I would put the fuel. 2 hoppers coming out of the bottom to this chest, this double chest, and that's where all of the smelted items will go. And a double chest at the top feeding into 2 hoppers that go into the smelters there. Again, I probably should have set this up so that you could see it better, but it's 2 furnaces with 3 double chests feeding those furnaces, and it's going to be a useful setup. I've already smelted some charcoal. I can just feed that into this chest, and it will distribute it evenly between those 2 chests. So that's handy to have. I have my 2 friends, Bedrock and Java. It's unfortunate that my parrot in Java Edition that I had died because a creeper... Well, I'm not going to talk about that right now. But anyway, in my adventures, I found something very interesting. It's also interesting that this parrot here isn't close enough to the music box, so it's not dancing. This is a new music disc. It's new for the Caves and Cliffs Part 2 update. I kind of like it. This might become my new bumper music. Kind of like it. Anyway, I'll put that away for now with the other music discs I happen to find. If you're wondering, where the heck did I get that music disc? Well, let me show you. Notice that I've moved the maps here. It's a nice place for it. I haven't done much else yet. I need to make a farm next. I need to make some farms. But this woodland mansion is kind of up high on a hill, far away from the mine entrance where I was working from before, so I kind of tunneled over to it. I go back down to the bottom of this tunnel. And over in this direction, that leads back to where my temporary base was. Over in this direction, in my mining and exploring, I find something very interesting, which I'm going to have to do something with soon. Not today, but soon. You can see that cobblestone and mossy cobblestone there. That, my friends, is a dungeon, and not just any dungeon. A dungeon with a skeleton spawner. There was a loot chest in here. That's where I got that music disc from. But I went to tunnel out the other way, and notice here, this is an iron block. Block of raw iron. Sometimes you find them in iron veins. So this is obviously part of a larger iron vein in here. And in my first attempt to tunnel out of here, not knowing which direction to tunnel, I went this way, and notice over on the left here, see this? This is a geode. You have smooth basalt and calcite inside of that, and amethyst blocks inside of that. There's a geode down there. I just couldn't help myself. Once I started digging it out, I had to finish clearing out everything that wasn't a budding amethyst block. And in the process, I've collected quite a few things, including a stack of amethyst shards. That's going to be useful for later. But not really what I was trying to do today. I am also kind of curious. I don't know if this counts as a structure. I don't know if this is something that the Java Edition version of the seed will have a geode here. I'm not sure. My gut feeling is probably not. But I suppose there's only one way to find out, and that's to go into Java Edition and dig around there and see if I find a geode. That is something I will do. Right now, let me work on making some kind of farm. Okay, now the time comes to build a farm. I want to build some farms. Start farming some crops. But I see nothing but trees outside the Woodland Mansion. So maybe I'll think outside the box, or in this case, inside the box, and make the farm in here. That was a lot of work to do. A lot more work than it would have been to make a farm outdoors, except for the fact that I'd have to clear cut a lot of trees to do it. But this will make a nice crop farm. If I put water troughs all around the outside and then fill in water in that spot right there, I should be able to hydrate all of this ground. Obviously, I don't want to walk in here and go, whoops, fell into water. So we're going to actually use slabs, and those slabs should be waterlogged. Okay, so this series is all about pointing out differences between Bedrock Edition and Java Edition. One of those things I should bring up is sugarcane and how it works differently. Now, yes, this confirms that these slabs are waterlogged, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to place the sugarcane in that spot if there wasn't waterlogged slabs next to it. I can't place it in this block because there's nothing waterlogged adjacent to that sugarcane. So, interesting thing about sugarcane. In Bedrock Edition, if I remove this water source, instantly the sugarcane will break. It's just instantaneous. In Java Edition, it takes a little time. It takes a few seconds, maybe half a minute. There has to be like a block update to cause the sugarcane to break. But in Bedrock Edition, it's instant. Also, a lot of crops can be bone milled, but in Java Edition, you can't bone mill sugarcane. You can do that in Bedrock Edition. Every time you bone mill sugarcane, it grows to a full 3-block height every time you bone mill it. Notice that every one of these jack-o'-lanterns I sheared, I got a single pumpkin seed. I believe you get 4 pumpkin seeds when you shear a pumpkin in Java Edition. Again, that's something I'll go into Java Edition and check out. Hey, sheep, come here. You're mine now. I'll take this pig, too. The first of the livestock. I don't have a space for you yet, but I'm taking it in here. Alright, you guys stay there for now. Come here, chicken. There we go. Now I can actually breed them. I don't have to just wait for their eggs to be laid and throw them and hope I randomly get a chick from that. I can actually breed the chickens. In Bedrock Edition, I believe you can breed animals a lot more frequently than in Java Edition. It's like once every 5 minutes in Java Edition. Maybe once a minute in Bedrock Edition. It's a lot quicker. Also, there's a sound effect when you feed them. I don't have that sound effect in Java Edition. Okay, I think I got things off to a pretty good start here at my Woodland Mansion. It's my Woodland Mansion now. You can see that I have some bamboo growing out front, and I've done some things with the interior. So I put these fence gates in here so that nothing can get in. Over here, I've probably shown some of this already. Put all these chests up here. And I have these armor stands here to store, some random weapons and armor that I don't have a spot for otherwise. This is the completed farm where I'm growing all the crops. There's sugarcane, there's beetroot, there's carrots, there's potatoes, there's wheat, there's melons, there's pumpkins, everything. I have a little of everything. I'm even growing some cocoa beans here. It may not look pretty, but it's effective, and it's going to give me all the crops I need. Maybe later on I might build a farm that's dedicated to one crop that I want a lot of, but I don't know what that would be right now. I'm not really sure. And over through here, I made the setup for an enchanting table. I don't have the enchanting table yet, but I can make that right now. I have some diamonds, I have some obsidian, and I have a book. I just put that down there. Now I have an enchanting table. And I got the stuff over here to enchant stuff with. When I get to level 30, I will definitely be doing enchanting. For now, we'll just have to wait. And over through here, I have some sheep here that I have not put in a pen yet, but you see the design I've made here. They've got these walls that keep things from getting out. But if you put carpets over the walls, you can hop in and out of it without a problem. Just the animals will not be able to get out that way. But because of the step in front of the wall, I could lure them in very easily. So I got chickens over here. I have pigs over here and cows over on this side. There's one lonely sheep that just happened to wander in here. And you notice that it's sheared. It will never grow that wool back until it has grass to eat, and there's no grass in here. That's why these sheep over here are waiting to be put into a pen, because I'm working on getting grass in here, but I don't have silk touch, so I can't pick up a grass block. What I've done is I made a little staircase here of dirt, and I'm trying to get the grass to grow up there and then into here. It might take a while for that to happen. Eventually, I hope that will get me grass and I can have sheep in here that will actually replenish their wool. But now I have a nice steady supply of whatever kind of food I want and a nice little home setup. But I have used maybe half of the ground floor of the Woodland Mansion. There's still a lot of area around here that's not developed on the first floor. I haven't done anything with the second floor except break down some bookshelves so that I could, rebuild the bookshelves for the enchanting table. But there's a number of big rooms down here on the first level I haven't even touched yet. But anyway, I don't want to just decorate this place and make it look pretty. I want to make it functional. Someplace that's an actual usable home. I probably want to have a bed someplace other than here too. I'm going to have to make an actual bedroom somewhere around here. But I think that's good enough for now. Now, unfortunately, in the Java Edition world, I don't have a Woodland Mansion to work with. I'm going to have to build my own home from the ground up. But I think I've picked out a good spot for where to build it. And let me go over to Java Edition world and start up on that. And now I'm back in the Java Edition world. You may not recognize where I am. You probably don't, because this is new. I actually dug this whole area out, getting all the cobblestone that I could get my hands on. I smelted that cobblestone down into stone to use to build my home base. I also went down further and dug for deep slate down here. So I collected lots of deep slate. In the process, I got a few diamonds as well. That's why I have a diamond pick now. And you can see the diamond pick is a bit worn down because I dug out so much space. So you're probably wondering, what did I build that took all this material? And by the way, all this time. It's kind of the reason why I didn't put out a video last week, because it took me quite a while to build this thing. Well, let me show you in a time lapse. So I think now you can understand why I took so long. It took a while to build this thing. Is it overkill? Yes, it's massive overkill, but I'm sure I'll find a use for all the different levels in this tower eventually. But you can see over here, the smelter, it's a little easier to see than the Bedrock Edition version. I have a double chest here that I feed the stuff that's going to get smelted into the furnaces with, and then a double chest here with hoppers going into the side that feeds the fuel into the furnaces, and at the bottom I collect the stuff that's smelted out of the furnaces. This, however, was too slow for what I needed. Each of those little support towers for the bridge required 12 stacks of stone, at least. So that's why I made a bank of furnaces and just smelted the cobblestone and that into stone. Another thing I should probably point out, oh, by the way, I did go to those coordinates where I found the geode in Bedrock Edition. There isn't one in Java Edition. I just thought I'd clarify that. It is indeed something that counts as a structure, and it's different between the two versions. So, important to point that out. Anyway, I had some armor stands in the Bedrock Edition home base, and here they are in Java Edition. There's a few differences. You can see that by default they don't have arms. That's one thing that's different. Also, in Bedrock Edition I could crouch and then right click on them and it would change poses. It doesn't do that in Java Edition. I think there's a way to use commands to give arms to an armor stand in Java Edition, but by default it doesn't have them. And that means, of course, that I can hold a tool and right click. It's not going to take the tool because it doesn't have arms. But I can at least put armor on the armor stands. Another difference between Bedrock Edition and Java Edition for armor stands, a little more obscure, but the stacking limit in your inventory slots is 16, I believe, in Java Edition, and it's 64, up to 64 armor stands per slot in Bedrock Edition. I don't know why. It's just different because. I'll climb up here and get across to the farm, show off a few more things. Collect some of the sugarcane. I'm going to end up needing this. So now with sugarcane, obviously I can't plant it unless it's adjacent to water. So I push down the water here, and then I can plant the sugarcane. Now if I pick up the water, you see the sugarcane did not break instantly. But as soon as like there's a block update, it should eventually break. There we go. I updated its block by planting another sugarcane on top of it, and it broke. It doesn't break instantly. And with these pumpkins here, if I shear them, I believe there's a sound effect in Java Edition. There wasn't that sound effect in Bedrock Edition, and it gave me 4 pumpkin seeds instead of 1. Why is that important? Well, I can use all the extra seeds I can get my hands on, because I can always compost them. Use the seeds in a composter, turn them into bone meal. You can never have too much bone meal. Now I need to work on clearing out some more of these birch trees. I want to make some space for a pen for animals. But in the process of doing that, one of the things I used in the construction of that tower was stripped dark oak. And in order to make the stripped dark oak, I took advantage of one of the features of Java Edition that's not in Bedrock Edition. That is, pretty much anything that you can hold in your hand, you can put in your offhand in Java Edition. That's not the case in Bedrock Edition. There's a very limited number of things you can use in your offhand, and their uses are quite limited. But in Java Edition, I can pretty much have anything in my offhand that I can have in my primary hand. And it allowed me to strip the dark oak as I columned up, so I could like pillar up like this with an axe in my primary hand, and the dark oak, in this case I'm using birch as an example, but the dark oak logs in the offhand, and pillar up and strip the wood as I went. It's a very nice feature exclusive to Java Edition, which there's so many uses for it. That's just one example of the many things that you can do with that. There's a pillager patrol over there. I'm not afraid of them. Maybe I should be. Maybe I should have got myself a shield. I forgot to put a shield on. Equip a shield. Equip a shield. Well, that was rude. But since those pillagers decided to pay me a visit and I got an ominous banner from them, I can show off another unique feature of Java Edition, which is I can put banners on shields. And now, I have whatever image is on the banner, it's on the shield now. This is a really cool feature that is not in Bedrock Edition, it's only in Java Edition. I can tempt sheep with the kind of food that they like, which in this case is wheat, and lead a couple of sheep back to a nice little area I've made out for them. Unless I get too far ahead of them, they get distracted. Come on, guys. I also can hold, carrots in my other hand because that's something that will tempt pigs. If I happen to run across pigs as well, I could lead them both by having wheat in one hand and carrots in the other hand. Something, again, I unfortunately can't do in Bedrock Edition. Notice when I bred them with the wheat, it made no sound. There was no special sound effect for that. Thank you for the wool. More cows. Oh, look at all the animals. Okay. I'm gonna need you fellas to go ahead and follow me. Alright, now just the cows, follow me. I suppose there is one last thing. Since I have the extra diamonds and the obsidian, I got a bunch of leather and paper. I can make more. I can make an enchanting table. Might as well. I'll make all the bookshelves I can make. That'll do. This enchanting table there. And to get the maximum enchantments, I need 15 bookshelves in total within one block of the enchanting table, with nothing between the enchanting table and the bookshelves. That's 13. That should be 15. Don't have much to enchant that I'd want to bother enchanting, but that's not terrible. What else can I get? That seems useless. So unbreaking on the pick, hoping I get something better in addition to unbreaking. Or unbreaking 3 on the bow. Let's enchant the bow, see what else I get. I know I'll get unbreaking, I might get something else. Okay. Okay. Power 3, Unbreaking 3, and Infinity. Fantastic. Oh, I'm happy about that. Not bad for a first enchantment. Now I have some more stuff to do around the home base, setting things up. But I think we're in pretty good shape now. If you made it this far in this video, you must have liked what you saw, so click on the like button. And if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to the channel. Now the main thing I'm lacking now is a way to get experience. And maybe a way to get some more diamond tools and armor. Both of those things can be resolved with villagers. And I think I'll deal with villagers next time. Now that I've managed to get a home base set up in both the Java Edition and Bedrock Edition world, I'll no longer have any potential danger of having a creeper drop right in front of my face while I'm messing around with my chests and organizing my stuff and blowing up and having my bed blow up and all of my chests blow apart and all the stuff gets scattered everywhere, and losing my spawn point because the bed blew up and having to go back to my world spawn and make it back to the place where I had my bed and all my stuff was, and organize it before 5 minutes pass and all the stuff that got knocked out of the chest despawns, and have my parrot killed. I'm not saying that that happened, but in case something like that was to theoretically, hypothetically happen, now I don't have to worry about that because I have a home base, everything's well lit up, and as long as I remember to close my doors at night, that won't be a problem. But next time, I'm gonna maybe do something with villagers. On Monchooses Minecraft, Java versus Bedrock.